honey, hey, it is your girl, Miss Leda, and welcome back to another video, honey. I hope you guys are having a fantabulous day because, your girl definitely is. So, let's get into what this video is going to be about today. Okay, guys, so this video will be about Emmitt Till. If you guys are not familiar, I will share the history of Emmitt Till. But first, let me just give you some of what is actually going on. Recently, a documentation was found in a Mississippi courthouse in regards to an arrest warrant that was supposed to have been issued in 1955 for the lady who actually had made a false statement in regards to Emmitt Till. So the family is urging that this arrest warrant be activated and that her arrest be made and that she be held accountable for her actions. So let me give you a little limelight in regards to who Emmitt Till was. Emmitt Louis Till was born July 25th, 1941 in Chicago, Illinois. He later died August 28th of 1955 in Money, Mississippi. This African-American teen was known for his murder, which was a catalyst that emerged to the civil rights movement. Emmitt Till was visiting his great uncle, in Mississippi and was accused of whistling at a white woman. Because of those actions, he was later taken from his uncle's Mississippi home and was killed. 3 arrest warrants were supposed to have been served during this time frame of the death of Emmitt Till. One for Roy Bryant, one for J.W. Milam, and also one for Carolyn Bryant. Carolyn Bryant is the woman who had accused Emmitt of whistling at her, which later led to his death. She later recanted her story and said that it never happened. However, it could not prevent the fact that Emmitt Till had lost his life due to the fact of her story. Now, his mother did want to make sure that his casket was an open casket so that way everyone could see the horrific condition that his body was sent back to her in. Emmitt Till, at the age of 14, was standing at 5 feet tall. This young man never had the chance or the opportunity to meet his father because he was killed in the war, and he was raised primarily by his mother. Wanting to go and spend time with his cousins for the summertime, Emmitt wanted to go to Mississippi, and his mom was reluctant to send him. However, she allowed him to go anyhow. During this time frame, joking around with his cousins, he did share with them that Chicago's lifestyle was a tad bit different from Mississippi's in regards to where Caucasian women actually found it flattering for a black African-American man to flirt with them. Being dared to go in and speak to a Caucasian woman, Emmitt found no problems with it. The in-depth conversation that Carolyn Bryant had shared with her husband, she later retracted her statement and said that the things that she told him were untrue. Again, it could not bring young Emmitt Till's life back. Now, however, Roy Bryant and his brother, half-brother, J.W. Milam, had went to trial the same year that this incident took place, and they were found not guilty within an hour by an all-white male jury. Not long after the trial, an article was released where the 2 brothers decided to tell in depth what happened to Emmitt Till that evening. They did not hold back on any of the words that they utilized. They did, however, admit that they did, in fact, kill young Emmitt Till. These 2 gentlemen were arrested. However, the arrest warrant for Carolyn Bryant was never served and was never seen until a month ago. Now the family is urging that someone take action and bring justice to young Emmitt Till.
Is wondering what's the outcome of the arrest warrant being found in LaFleur County. And as of today, we have Dwayne Richardson, who's a DA out of Greenville, that has not moved on the warrant. So we are here today to put pressure on Dwayne Richardson issuing the warrant. I know that over a period of time, 67 years, nothing has been done as far as this warrant. The family wants Carolyn Bryant to face justice. And by facing justice, we want her to at least come and defend herself and not the state of Mississippi or the federal government. We feel that the federal government and the state is protecting Carolyn because they've told Dwayne Richardson not to move on the warrant. So what is really going on here in the state of Mississippi? So we have the local agencies here with us that's standing in support, and we're also having them to go down to Greenwood to the courthouse to demand that at least Dwayne Richardson sees what we see, the pain and suffering our family have felt for the last 67 years. The warrant must be issued. It must be executed. It must be executed. Why? What are they waiting on to execute a warrant? It was found. There's other information that warrants the Department of Justice to reopen this case, not just based on the arrest warrant being found. We have other information of a gentleman, Will Hill, that was also present at the store when Emmitt came in and whistled at Carolyn Bryant. And he has never been interviewed by FBI, but he still is alive, still stays on the property, and he was friends with Simeon Wright, knew exactly where they stayed while he was working for Roy Bryant at the store. So this type of evidence alone must demand justice for Dwayne Richardson to serve this arrest warrant. And that's why we're here today. We're putting pressure on the DA out of Greenville, Mississippi, Dwayne Richardson, to execute this search warrant and to at least convene a new grand jury to present this evidence I've just mentioned. So please stand with us while those in solidarity stand with us as well.
This is the muddy, backwoods Tallahatchie River, where a weighted body was found, alleged to be that of young Emmitt Till.
I saw a hole, which I presumed was a bullet hole, and I could look through that hole and see daylight on the other side. And I wondered, was it necessary to shoot him?
Here is Money, Mississippi, the home of Roy Bryant. It was here that the Chicago Negro boy, Emmitt Till, is alleged to have paid unwelcome attention to Roy Bryant's most attractive wife.
When white women was on the streets, you had to get off of the street. That was a way of life. And all a white woman would have to say was, that nigger kind of looked at me, or sassed me. So we're talking about a way of life that in this part of the country that was enforced by law.
This was the home of Mose Wright. It was from this shack the state alleges Emmitt Till was taken by Roy Bryant and J.W. Marlowe.
The house was as dark as 1,000 midnights. You couldn't see. It was like a nightmare. I mean, someone come and stand over you with a pistol in one hand, a flashlight, and you're 16 years old. This is a terrifying experience.
The Till case held the whole system up for inspection by the rest of the country and by the rest of the world. It was the beginning of the focusing on the problems between the races in the Deep South that culminated in the ultimate civil rights battles of the rest of the 50s and into the 60s.
I think black people's reaction was so visceral. And I think it was probably more than anything else in terms of the mass civil rights movement, the spark that launched it. Everybody knew we were under attack. And that attack was symbolized by the attack on a 14-year-old boy.
So guys, I truly want to know your thoughts and your opinions in regards to this story, and if you are actually willing to stand in solidarity for justice with this family as they try their hardest to get this arrest warrant served and to find some type of justice for Emmitt Till. I would love to know y'all's thoughts, so please leave a comment down below in the comment section and let me know what your thoughts and your opinions are. Do you feel it's been too long of a time frame that this has happened and they should leave it alone? Or do you think that this warrant should actually be served and that justice for Emmitt should finally come in some shape or form? All right, guys, so that is the end of this video. So until next time, I am your girl, Miss Leda, and I'm out this thing. Peace. Baby.